you want to leave this place where we grew up this old time?
Hello friends. So happy Friday. So I am here to give you kind of a rundown of how things are gonna go for this vlog. So there's two different readathons that I am doing right now. Right now, currently for a 48-hour readathon, Lexi is doing a Meg Ryan fall readathon that is over on Sunday. And then also today kicks off the back to school readathon with Liv's Library. So there's a lot going on, and that one is a full week. So this week's vlog is going to be a mix of Lexi's readathon and also the back to school readathon, because I don't think I could handle doing 3 vlogs at once because I'm also working on a September reset vlog. So that's just what we're doing. So for what I'm talking to you about right now, please ignore this stack of books. Please ignore the mess because that's all part of the reset vlog. But for Lexi's readathon, for the 48-hour readathon, the Meg Ryan fall one, I am reading one book and one book only, and that is because it hits all of the prompts in the bingo board that we're using. So this is a bingo board. I can show you this because by the time I show you this, the readathon will be over. And so, boop, here's your bingo board. And so it hits all the different prompts, as you can see. And I am doing Pumpkin Spice and Not So Nice by Becky Monson. And so yeah, there you go. And if you could see it in color, because it's on my Kindle, I'll put it up here. It's got all the fall colors on it, which is one of the prompts. It is a romance. It sounds super fun and super cozy. It is set in the fall. And so that is like all of the prompts. So here's the bingo board, because now I can show you, since the readathon is over, I can show you the bingo board. So this is the bingo board. And so this single book, like I said, if you could see it in color, it's got an orange background, it's got your pumpkins and all of it. So it's got all the fun fall colors. It is set in the fall. It is a romance. It sounds very, very cozy. So I'm very excited. And it's on Kindle Unlimited. Like I said, I don't have Kindle Unlimited right now, but I bought it for like $1.99 because I had a bunch of other, points and stuff. So I got a new sticker for my thing. My Girl Gang is a book club, and then of course I have my fun little ghost face there. So I am ready to start fall. So this is my book for that readathon. And then for the back to school readathon, I'm kind of commingling that with the books from the magical readathon that I need to finish. So for that one, I gotta get out my little planner here. All right, so back to school readathon, my notes. So with the back to school readathon, it's basically like you're in class, right? And so we have English, math, PE, science, lunch, study hall, social studies, and art. And so I have found a way to take the books from the magical readathon that is I'm still doing this month and put it towards the back to school readathon. But with the back to school readathon, we're also doing fun little prompts for the day. Like it's like Spirit Week. So like you get to like dress differently or whatever. And so today is supposed to be dressed like a teacher day. So I didn't go out of my way to dress like a teacher because I'm also filming something for my September reset vlog. But I consider myself dressed like a teacher that is going to go in and set up her classroom. Like very relaxed, I'm wearing like jean shorts, a t-shirt, I've got my glasses, that kind of thing. So I consider myself dressed like a teacher that's going to set up her classroom because I am setting some things up for the September reset vlog. So very excited there. I made it work. So then Saturday is pajama day, so I'll be in my pajamas for most of the day tomorrow. Sunday's twin day, so I don't really know, I haven't really coordinated that with anybody, but maybe I'll coordinate it with Cadence, and Cadence and I can be twins for the day. Maybe we'll do that. Monday is 80s day. Tuesday is silly socks. Wednesday is book character day, and Thursday is wacky hair day. So that's another fun part of this vlog that you'll get to see is each day we'll be doing Spirit Week. For English, I am going to be, read a book with an academic setting, and that also fits with my math book, which is read a book with a number in the title. My friends, I am bringing out Fourth Wing. It is also part of the Magical Readathon. Like I said, this is another book that I have to read to get my dragon license. But for the back to school readathon, this is what I'm doing. And believe it or not, I went on Libby. I was like, this is going to be a long shot, but I'm going to try it anyway. I went on Libby and I actually got the audiobook. There was no hold on it. It just said borrow. I clicked it and now I have the audio and I have the physical copy of this so that I can do a little combo of both. Because out of all of my books that I'm reading for this readathon, this is like the second longest, if not the first longest book. So the rest of them are pretty short and I'll get through pretty quickly, but this guy might take me a little while. So I have this on the physical on hand so I can do a little bit of both, and I have the audio. So that'll be fun. So then for PE and social studies, which is PE says read a book with an activity. Social studies says dual timeline. So for those two classes, I will be reading The Book Eaters. So this is a book by Sun Yi Dean. It is also part of the Magical Readathon that I'm doing. And if you don't know what this book is about, I'll go ahead and read the back. I don't feel like I need to explain Fourth Wing because this is literally like one of the most popular books right now and lots of people are reading it. So if you don't know what this is about, Google it. This one, on the other hand, says out on the Yorkshire moors lives a secret line of people for whom books are food and who retain all of a book's content after eating it. To them, spy novels are a peppery snack, romance novels are sweet and delicious. Eating a map can help them remember destinations, and children, when they misbehave, are forced to eat dry, musty pages from dictionaries. Devon is part of the family, an old and reclusive clan of book eaters. Her brothers grow up feasting on stories of valor and adventure, and Devon, like all other book eater women, is raised on a carefully curated diet of fairy tales and cautionary stories. But real life doesn't always come with happy endings, as Devon learns when her son is born with a rare and darker kind of hunger, not for books, but for human minds. So I feel like this is going to give me the spook factor that I've been craving as well. And because it sounds really good. I don't know why. It sounds good. It sounds trippy. So I'm excited. But this it's supposed to do a book with an activity and then dual timeline. So this does have the dual timeline going on, and then the activity, eating. They're eating. So it fits, makes it work. I make things work around here. So then for lunch, you have to read a book with a recipe included, and for art, you have to read a graphic novel or a manga. And so I am reading Relish, My Life in the Kitchen by Lucy Kinsley. Lucy, ooh, is that K silent? By Lucy. We're just gonna say it's by Lucy. So I don't really know anything much about this book. It was recommended to me when I was trying to figure out what I could read and try to make it quick and easy and fit in with everything else I was doing. So shall we learn together? I think we shall learn together. Whether she's injuring herself again and again in pursuit of a perfect croissant or bankrupting herself on fancy cheeses, Lucy knows what she wants, a good meal. The daughter of a chef and a gourmet, she comes by her priorities honestly. In this Technicolor love letter to cooking and eating, Lucy presents her personal history as seen through a kaleidoscope of delicious things. Defying the idea of eating as a compulsion and food as a consumer product, Relish invites us to celebrate the meals we eat as a connection to our bodies and to each other. Lucy's intimate and utterly charming graphic memoir offers reflections on cooking, eating, and living, as well as some of her favorite recipes. So there are recipes in here. I did not know it was a memoir. So that's fun. I didn't know that. So this will be good. But yeah, it is really cute. I will say that. It looks very much like an old school comic book, which makes me very, very happy. So then the final book on this prompt list is for for science. And it's read a book with stars or a moon or a sun or whatever on the cover. So this is going to bring me to my second longest book, and it also is not included in the Magical Readathon. It is outside of it. So here's hoping, right? So that is Wolf Song by TJ Klune. I'm very interested in reading this book because it is TJ Klune, but also because it just sounds quite intriguing. Like, I mean, look, there's a wolf. And it's nice. And then the inside's pretty too. So again, I don't know much about it. I just saw that it was written by TJ Klune and I was like, oh, I'm in. So it says Oxnard Matheson was 12 when his father taught him a lesson. Ox wasn't worth anything and people would never understand him. Then his father left. Ox was 16 when the energetic Bennett family moved in next door, harboring a secret that would change him forever. The Bennetts are shapeshifters. They can transform into wolves at will. Drawn to their magic, loyalty, and enduring friendships, Ox feels a gulf between this extraordinary new world and the quiet life he's known. But he finds an ally in Joe, the youngest Bennett boy. Ox was 23 when murder came to town and tore a hole in his heart. Violence flared, tragedy split the pack, and Joe left town, leaving Ox behind. 3 years later, the boy is back, except now he's a man, charming, handsome, but haunted. And Ox can no longer ignore the song that howls between them. So, LGBTQ rep, it's got a moon in it. It's about wolves. I love wolves. And it's written by TJ Klune. So, I am sure to find good age joy in this. Here's something, I can finish it. But literally every readathon I do, and I try to get as many books on it as possible, there will probably be some I don't read. Let's be honest with each other. So then for study hall, you have to watch a movie set in a school. And everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna watch Harry Potter, or I'm gonna watch, this movie or that movie. And I'm like, I was raised on 70s and 80s movies, and my favorite movie set in a school is The Breakfast Club. So I will be watching that, hopefully tonight. I may actually just pick this up tonight and watch it. We'll see though, because I love this movie. If you've not seen this movie, please see this movie. It is literally about a group of kids who are stuck in a Saturday detention for different reasons, and they all represent different parts of a school system, right? You got the jock, you got the prep, you got the emo kid in today's world. Well, this is the emo kid in today's world. He's the troublemaker, he's the nerd, and they all get together and they all just spend a Saturday in detention and they get to know each other, and friendships and relationships build, understanding, because everybody has these stereotypical ideas of what each of these kids is like because of the stereotype that follows them. And they learn about each other. They learn that, hey, it's not as easy as you think it is being the popular smart girl or the nerd, and I'm not as scary as you think I am because I wear dark clothing and hide in a corner. By the way, she was me. So I will be watching this for study hall. So there you have it. Those are my TBRs for the week. I'm going to try to get as much reading in as I possibly can, and then we are going to go from there. There's a couple of other things that are going on with Lexi's readathon, like making a fall treat, joining in on the sprints, which she's behind me. She's right there. And so I'm sprinting, but I'm also doing something for the September reset vlog, which you will see after this one. So I won't be talking too much about that one in this video. There you have it. That's where we are. And so I am going to get to doing what I need to do, and then I will be sure to catch up with you later. All right. Bye.
Put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
Hey friends, so it is now almost 10 o'clock on Friday night and I am pooped. So I decorated the house as part of my September reset vlog, and now I'm just exhausted because it takes a lot of energy to do those things. So I didn't really get a lot of reading in today. I did make it to chapter 3, almost chapter 4 of Fourth Wing, and I'm really enjoying it. It's already got my heart racing and I'm having a heart attack, and it's intense so far, and I'm only, like I said, almost 4 chapters in, so it's a lot. I did a lot of listening to it. I listened to it on the way to get Charlie and their friend from school, and then I listened to it when I dropped them off at the house because Charlie had their friend over for a little while today after school, and then I listened to it while I waited to pick up Cadence. So I got almost 4 chapters in, so I'm not complaining too much. Other than that, like I said, I really just focused on filming my reset vlog today, which I'm going to edit and schedule it to upload sometime next week. Other than that, not a lot going on. Tomorrow is pajama day, and so I will start my day in pajamas, but we are going to a punk rock Disney show tomorrow afternoon. It's me and Justin and the kids, and we're going to go and we're going to listen to some punk rock bands play Disney music. I think it's going to be a great time. I'm very excited. And then I will be in my pajamas for the rest of the evening. So there's that. I will be part-time pajama day tomorrow. But I am going to read a little bit of Pumpkin Spice and Not So Nice. I'm only 2% in. And I'm going to read this and then probably head to bed after Justin heads to work. So if I don't catch up with you guys later tonight, which I probably won't, I will definitely catch up with you tomorrow. So have a good night. Bye.
You go, won't you miss the ones you know? I'll be here, hanging on, waiting for your call. Seems like time as a wave passing by, leave a mark in our marks that turn to memories. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. Hoping you would stay, but I've always known that you would go and find your own way. I still see when we climbed up in those trees, 12 years old, to feel the wind and watch the river run. And the sun would always shine when we sat there, you and I. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone.
I walked away to make my coffee. And this happened. How fast those clouds are moving. Be a stormy day, but it's cooling off. I like it. I like it. Come on, fall. I know you're in there.
River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're. River's gonna cry when you're. River's gonna cry when you're gone. It's gonna cry, it's gonna cry.
Hey friends, happy Saturday. So it is currently very rainy, very thunderstormy here in Missouri, which, well, at least in St. Louis, I'd have to check everywhere else, but the wind is strong, the rain has started, and the temperature has dropped quite a few degrees already. So yes, I will take the rain because it will bring cooler weather and because we need it. But I'm also have a little PTSD, I guess, from the limb coming through the roof. And we lost another large limb from the tree. It didn't hit the house, but that was a couple days ago. We lost another large limb from the tree, and I heard it hit at least the side of the house. So when I went into my kitchen and looked out the big window, all I saw was leaves and a branch going up the window. And so that's in the backyard still. And then last night at about 2:30 a.m., I was awoken by a bang, and something else had fallen out of the tree and hit the roof. But luckily, again, no damage that we are aware of. I guess we'll find out, but it is definitely raining. It is definitely raining sideways. It is very windy. And I'm going to stay in the living room because as of right now, with where the trees are located, it is safer in the front of my house. So, yeah. Last night, I ended up sleeping on my couch at 2:30 in the morning. My oldest dog, who is 11, is hiding. She's not a fan of thunderstorms. She is in my oldest's room and peeking out the door at me as we speak. Oh, and now she's slowly coming down the hall. So, yeah, I don't have much of an update for you. I pulled out all of my fun Halloween autumn coffee mugs, and I've made myself some pumpkin spice coffee with a little bit of caramel, cinnamon, brown sugar, a little dash of regular sugar, and a little dash of cream. And I'm going to read. It is pajama day here for the back to school readathon. So I promise, I'm in pajama pants. I'm in spooky pajama pants. Technically, they're Christmas pajama pants because they're skulls that are like on Christmas lights. But I figured, you know what? It's skulls. I like it. It works. And then this is my late night reading club. My late night Loomis Library shirt, and it actually glows in the dark. So I will be spending this morning reading and watching the rain, I guess, and waiting to hear any loud noises. My evening didn't really go as I had originally planned. I was going to watch Breakfast Club, or I was going to watch When Harry Met Sally with Lexi and my fellow Foxenwood peeps, but I was in the middle of things and I missed the start time for the movie. But Cadence and I watched Frozen 2, the first part of Frozen 2, and there's lots of fun fall colors in the first part of Frozen 2 because, like, it's fall and they've got the fall trees, they've got the pumpkins, and it's very cute. Like, one of the first big songs is in a pumpkin patch. So we did that. So I did watch something fall-y. I may pick up Pumpkin Spice and Not So Nice and watch When Harry Met Sally with the replay of the Foxenwood people watching it, because they are doing You've Got Mail tonight, but I don't know if that is one I'll be able to watch. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. It's crazy outside. It's very wet. So I guess we'll see what happens. Wish me luck as I make it through the thunderstorm. Hopefully completely unscathed. I guess we'll find out, won't we? I'll keep you posted. Haha.
Let you down, and I know that I was not always around. I made you feel alone. You spent most of your nights just sitting on your own. I should have done so much more, like giving you the things you asked me for. And I know I was wrong. It's what I try to tell you with my song. Tell you with my song. What if I said I'm sorry? What if I'd make a scene? Wouldn't that make you mine again? You're all I'll ever need. Didn't I make you laugh? Didn't I make you smile? Didn't I make you feel like you were happy for a while? I know that I've done so many things that let you down, but I hope that you give me one more chance to make you mine. When I close my eyes, Know that you're the only thing I see, and it makes
Hey friends! So it is now 7:30 and Justin has already gone to bed because he was up all night and then worked all day, and then we went to the Disney punk rock show and he didn't get off work until about 1 o'clock, and then we left for the punk rock show about 2, and so when we came home and had dinner, and now he's in bed and I don't blame him. But I have been craving pumpkin bread, and so I am going to make pumpkin bread, and I'm going to make it out of the unofficial Hocus Pocus cookbook. I've made the pumpkin bread out of this before and it's actually quite good. So I am going to go ahead and make that, and I'm going to add chocolate chips to it. So it'll be fun. And then I've made my fall treat for the readathon for the weekend. I'm just knocking this out. I'm 53% through my book too, so I'm winning. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this, and I will catch up with you guys in a bit. Bye. Okay, so in this bowl, you have your flour, your salt, your baking soda, your baking powder, your cloves, your cinnamon, and your nutmeg. I know it looks a little weird because all I have is almond flour, but you can use that ratio 1-to-1. Sometimes you just have to be careful, maybe add more flour if needed, you know, or more moisture, because it's kind of hit or miss with almond flour. So this is bowl number 1. So you take all that, you mix it all together. And then in this bowl, you have your butter and your sugar. It's a stick and a half of butter and then 2 cups of sugar. So with a hand mixer, I am going to go ahead and mix this up and then add an egg, mix it some more, add another egg, mix it some more, and then we slowly start adding in the dry ingredients. So here we go. Poof, magic, pumpkin puree. And now we mix again. Here we go. And then, of course, you combine the two together. Slowly, of course, and then you mix. Okay, and now this is the part where they say if you're using pumpkin seeds to go ahead and blend them in by hand, but I am not. I am using chocolate chips, so I'm gonna go get those and we're gonna blend them in by hand. A ton of these like mini ones, so I'm gonna finish off this bag and then put some more in there for now. And again, by hand, my friends. All right, friends, there you have it. The chocolate chips have been mixed in. We're gonna have to see how this goes because for some reason my butter did not blend as well as one would have hoped it would. And so I have that ready, and then 2 loaf pans, butter and flour caked. So here we go. Now we have 2 loaf pans with this butter issue. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I'm beginning to really second guess my baking skills. So you're gonna set your timer, you're gonna set your oven to 325. The timer is 1 hour and 5 minutes, so 65 minutes. I'm gonna give myself another minute just to get it in the oven. And then, yeah, I'll see you back here then.
cry to think that you are no longer with me.
Hi friends. So first things first, the bread did not turn out right at all. I don't know, it didn't rise. I'm not sure what that's about. It could have been the fact that I used the almond flour, or maybe the almond flour was old. Dude, I don't know. If I feel up to it, I'll try again tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But then I do have another update for you. I finished Pumpkin Spice and Not So Nice, and it was a good like 3.5, 4-star read. It was very cute. It was very fall-esque. It was a romance, not smutty. Like there wasn't a whole lot of smut. It was a slower burn, I guess. There was a little bit of miscommunication, misunderstanding going on, but all was revealed in the end, and it all made sense, and you know, it wrapped it up with a nice little bow. It was very cute. Aiden St. Clair is adorable. I did enjoy him as a male character, and Jenna is very sweet and is very protective of her own heart, which I can't really blame her for. So, like I said, very cute. It's on Kindle Unlimited. It's got all the fall vibes. It's got the pumpkin patch. It's got the hay rides. It's got the tractor rides. It's got it all. Galas, pumpkin shirts, you know, breeziness. It was perfect. So with that being said, I've officially finished the readathon. This one book hit all of the reading prompts, and so I have completed the bingo board, because even though my bread didn't turn out, I still baked it. So I made a fall treat. And I made a fall coffee this morning. So, winning. So yeah, I finished it. All done. So now I'm going to really be focusing on the back to school readathon this week. So I'm going to try to knock out Fourth Wing and Book Eaters and Wolf Song and Relish My Life in the Kitchen. So that's the plan for the rest of the week. That is really all I have for you tonight, though I'm tired. So I'm going to go ahead and go to bed because it is 10:02 and that's just what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. Bye.
What if I said I'm sorry? What if I make a scene? Wouldn't that make you mine again? You're all I ever need. Didn't I make you laugh? Didn't I make you smile? Didn't I make you feel like you were happy for a while?
Hey kids, happy Monday. It's been a really busy, fun weekend, but I'm tired, if you can't tell. So I don't have much of a voice, and I'm thinking part of that is the Scream Fest that was last night at my punk rock show, but I don't really know. My throat hurts. So I'm gonna probably take it pretty easy today on talking to you guys. But Justin and I are gonna have a little breakfast and then get some coffee, and then I'm gonna work and maybe run a couple errands with him. I don't know yet. We'll see. And then we'll go from there. So I will try to check in with you guys later. Bye.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away? Show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night? And what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder. How come the trees gets undressed when it's cold? And don't they miss the leaves they left behind? Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes? Until winter comes? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder.
How we doing? How's it going? So you are like balancing on, I'll have to show you later, but a disinfecting spray can. So, and up against my lamp. So here's hoping. Here's hoping you don't fall down, go boom, okay? Before I give you my update. All right, so I started and finished Relish My Life in the Kitchen, and it was cute. I mean, it was a cute little comic book story. It's an interesting way to talk about your life. I like that. Like, I like that it's kind of like a non-fiction, and but it's in comic book form. If everybody wrote their non-fiction books in comic book form, maybe I'd read them. Just a thought. Just a thought. Just a thought. I don't necessarily like non-fiction books. I tend to gravitate more towards fiction, but I have plans for November to try to throw in a few non-fiction books for Nonfiction November, but I won't be doing all nonfiction. That will put me in a reading slump, and I don't like reading slumps. So yes, I finished Relish, My Life in the Kitchen. So this covers lunch and art. Lunch and art for the back to school readathon. I honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to read all of the books for the back to school readathon because I have a lot to read and I just have not had a lot of time to just sit and read. Went to a concert Saturday, went to a concert Sunday. I just have not had a chance to sit and read. Hopefully that will change tonight. I have no plans this evening. I'm gonna go home, put my feet up. Justin's supposed to wake up and cook dinner, so winning there. And the kids don't have any plans. I bet you I'll probably have to have Charlie, help Charlie with some of his homework, but I will be starting to try to use he, him, his pronouns for Charlie because that is what he prefers. So it's gonna be a transition from me going from they, them to he, him, but they, them, he, him, they're cool with it. Just is what it is. But I wanted to give you a heads up about that. Anyway, so I am also reading Fourth Wing. You ever wonder what happened to your bookmark? I think she slipped. Oh, she slipped. So this sneak peek into what's happening into September. Fun. I figured this is a great bookmark to go with this book. And so far, I'm not even like, I'm like 10 pages away from 100, so 90 pages in. And it's already intense. Like there's a lot happening. And there are parts of it that are very scary. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about certain characters. I'm not sure who the romance interest will be because there's two options. And I think right now I like Dane better. I don't know so much about, so far I like Dane a little better, but because Zayden's kind of a jerk, but knowing my luck, that'll change. So I'm going to hopefully put in a very big dent in this tonight. I'm gonna be leaving here shortly to go get Charlie and their friend from school. So I'll be listening to this in the car, and then once I get there and park, I'll probably do at the same time. I'll listen and read it. That's always fun for me. I like doing that for some reason. And then it was killing me. I was like, who is the audiobook narrator for this book? So I started doing some digging. I listened to all 3 of the Arch Enemies series by Marissa Meyer, and it's, Arch Enemies, it's Renegades, Arch Enemies, and then Supernova. The woman that is audiobooking this one audiobooked those 3. So I was like, no wonder your voice sounds familiar. So yeah, so far, very, very good. Very, very into it. It's just been hard for me to pick it up because by the time I'm at a point where I can pick it up, it's late, I'm tired, and I want to go to bed. But I am going to try to knock it out, get at least a very large chunk done tonight and into tomorrow. And then I'm gonna pick up Book Eaters and try to knock that one out. Wolf Song might be the one that doesn't get read. But hopefully if I don't get Wolf Song read, I can get it read in September. I am currently working on editing a vlog that I will put up later this week. And it's my September Reset vlog. I'm working on editing that, and then I will get that up along with this vlog. So you're gonna get 2 videos from me. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, I haven't really been following the whole Spirit Week thing either, unfortunately, because I haven't had time. And I wish that I could get paid to read. That is the dream, my friends. That is the dream. All right, well, I'm gonna hop out of here. I'm gonna listen to this for a little bit before I leave. Either that or finish up this Olivia Reads a Latte video. I haven't quite figured out what I'm gonna do, because that's what gets me in trouble, is I get so backed up on videos I haven't watched, and then I'm like, oh, I wanna watch this one, and I wanna watch this one, and next thing you know, I'm like, oh, I have not read a lick. I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do, and then I'm going to get out of here and do the other things I said I was going to do, and then I'm gonna go home. So that'll be fun. I will catch up with you guys later. Goodbye.
happy Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. So last night was rough. I ended up with a pretty gnarly migraine that woke me up quite early in the morning, and I ended up getting pretty sick in the evening, in the middle of the night. So needless to say, I was in bed by like 9 o'clock last night, and not a lot of reading got done because I came home and after picking up the kids, and I laid down with Justin and I fell asleep off and on until dinner. And then I did read a little with dinner, during dinner, after dinner, and then I went to bed early. And I got up in the middle of the night and my migraine was worse than it was when I went to bed, which has only ever happened one other time. And I ended up feeling nauseous and getting sick and falling back asleep, and it's been kind of one of those mornings where it's like trying to get back on my feet again. My head doesn't hurt, which is nice. Like there's always this like ghost of a headache happening in my head after a night like that, but I'm okay today, which is nice. I'm taking it easy. I am like sending some emails for work, making calls that aren't too complicated, and just kind of taking it easy just in case maybe it wasn't just the migraine. But I feel better. Like I got up, I showered, I made coffee, Justin brought me a breakfast sandwich, and I had him bring me a Coke from McDonald's because the more caffeine, the better, I think, in situations like this. And so, yeah, it's been an interesting morning. I have just finished up editing and exporting my September reset vlog, which is nice. I will set that to premiere probably sometime this weekend. And I'm slowly working through some other things. I am gonna try to read a little bit today, make sure things stay kind of quiet, but I have always kind of suffered with sinus pressure headaches. Not until very recently had they gotten to the point of migraine level. So I've been on migraine meds as needed for about 2 years now. But it always starts with pressure in my face, and usually I feel like my eyeballs are about to pop out of my head or all my teeth are gonna fall out. It's usually one of those feelings. And sometimes if I get to it quick enough, I can fix the problem. Sometimes it's just I didn't eat enough during the day, I didn't drink enough water during the day, but sometimes I can nip it in the bud pretty quick. I can take like a sinus pressure and pain pill, I can take the prescribed med that I'm on, and sometimes it doesn't get to that level. But I guess it got a little out of control last night. I didn't have any sinus pressure or pain meds. Justin picked some up for me this morning. And so I did definitely feel it in my face at the start. And then it just kind of spiraled. And then in the middle of the night, there was no getting comfortable. It woke me up. I couldn't lay on this side because it hurt, but then I'd roll and try to lay on this side and it hurt. I tried sleeping sitting up at one point and it hurt. And I tried to take a migraine pill, but I'm pretty sure I was too far gone. And that was when I ended up getting sick. And so I fell asleep after that and I slept pretty well. I slept kind of with my head on the heating pad because I find that sometimes heat helps. Like I have this eye massager that has like a heat setting, but I needed to charge it and it wasn't really doing the trick yesterday anyway. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's just everything is so hit and miss in regards to how quick I get something in my system or I get something done with my migraine. And I didn't get to it quick enough last night. And so here we are today, and I'm taking it easy. I'm trying not to overexert myself because sometimes when my blood starts pumping and it goes like in my head, like my headache can come back pretty quickly. I try to drink caffeine because I'm a caffeine addict. I mean, unfortunately, it has happened and I need it or I start to get headaches. So I usually do it in the form of coffee or I'll have a soda. If the migraine's been bad enough, I will drink a regular soda, usually in this house, because my husband is diabetic. We do 0 sugar or we do diet, which is okay, but I will do a regular soda if it is bad enough, if my headache is bad enough, or my night before had been rough. Lucky for me, Justin was able to get home and he was able to get the kids to school for me today.
So we didn't really have any of those issues. I was able to stay here. I got the kids up, I got them ready for school, and then he took them to school, and I showered and brushed my teeth and did everything that I needed to do. Took a couple of sinus pain and pressure pills because he did bring me some, which was lovely. And then, like I said, I made coffee, and I've just kind of been sitting here working, trying to focus on editing this video to get it up, taking it very easy, and we'll just kind of go from there. But if you suffer from migraines and you know what I'm talking about, it's hard. It's really hard. And I have never, this is only the second time since I've been a migraine sufferer that I have had to get sick. And it's amazing though to me because I got sick and then I felt better. It's so weird. It's so weird how that works. But it's only ever happened twice. It's only ever gotten that bad twice so far. And I've had migraines for years. So today I'm pretty tired, but we'll get through it. We'll get through it. I'm gonna read a little bit more Fourth Wing. I'm gonna hopefully start on Book Eaters at some point, and then we'll kind of go from there, see where we're at, how it's going. Yeah, and then I think I'm gonna watch Breakfast Club because I still need to do that for study hall. I'm gonna watch Breakfast Club. Maybe I'll do that while I read because I can watch it, but it's also a pretty good little background movie because I've seen it so many times. So I hope you guys are having a good day, and I and my mommy, we will catch up with you later. Bye.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are? What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder.
Hi friends. So I finished it, y'all. Oh my god, I can't stop saying that. Like, since I finished reading it, I just keep repeating, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Y'all, I know that this book got a lot of hype, but also a lot of people didn't like it. There was a very much a like split right down the middle. But you guys, this book is amazing. There is just, in my opinion, this book is amazing. The action, the slow burn, like you're just like, would you just get together already? And I'm telling you, it doesn't happen until like, I mean, we're talking like the last, this book is intense. This book is beautifully written, in my opinion. This book has a great slow burn romance. It has a lot of action. It has a lot of twists. It has a lot of turns. It has an entire ending I did not see coming at all. Like, there was nothing in this book that indicated what would happen at the end. And it leaves you on a cliffhanger that I don't know if I like hanging on this cliff, guys. I need the second one. You guys, like, when this first came out,
I had my doubts. I wasn't sure if I wanted to read it. And then I was like, you know what? I found it at Half Price Books. I picked it up and I started reading it. And it sucked me in. It sucked me right in. I mean, what's more fun than murder and dragons and flying on dragons and loving dragons and communicating with dragons and this book, man? I don't even know what to say. I don't want to give anything away, but if you really like high fantasy, because this is pretty high fantasy, if you like twists and turns and just if you like all the things, if you like a good slow burn romance, if you like enemies to lovers, if you like friends to lovers, if you like any of it, it's amazing. This book is amazing, and Rebecca Yarros knows what she's doing. I'm shook. I'm very shook. It was so good, and I am so glad I read it. And I desperately need people to talk to about it. Y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put spoilers right here because there are a couple things I want to say. So originally, in the beginning, I was like, I want her with Dane. I want Violet with Dane because, you know, Xaden seemed like an a-hole. But then as Dane started showing his true colors, I was like, no, this guy's a jerk. He doesn't want her to succeed. He's afraid. He just wants to protect her and send her on her way. And he thinks he's doing her a favor. No, he's doing her a disservice by not allowing her to show her strengths and to be part of just something bigger than her. And has this fear. He's so scared of losing her as his best friend, even if he does actually have feelings for her. But it's like you're not giving her a chance. Like if you're really her friend, you wouldn't try to tamp her down. You would support her and care about her and make sure she's doing things right and that she survives. He almost let her die. He would have let her die. Like, what? And then the whole ending when Dane says, I'll miss you, Violet, and all of that crap at the little town with all the wyvern and the no more spoilers. Just if you get a chance, you really should read it. It's really, really good, especially if you are a fantasy reader lover. Fantasy book lovers, man, pick it up. Definitely if you love fantasy books and dragons. There's some pretty dragons in here. And now I want a golden dragon tattoo. And if you've read the book, you understand why. That is really all I have for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the vlog up here because I'm gonna try to get this edited. Probably not tonight, it's kind of late, but definitely sometime tomorrow. Get it up by Saturday at the latest. Tomorrow starts my Battlethon readathon. And so I'm very excited to get that started. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to read first. It's either going to be Stalking Jack the Ripper or A Gathering of Shadows. Haven't quite figured that out yet because a lot of the books I've requested from the library and they aren't ready yet. So yeah, tomorrow I will start filming that readathon and hopefully be editing up this beautiful thing. Like I said, if you get a chance, please pick up Fourth Wing. I loved it and I'm surprised I waited so long to read it, and I'm mad at myself. I'm mad at myself. Anyway, I hope you guys are living every day like it is the best day ever. You are loving yourself, loving everyone around you as best as you can. You don't have to love everybody, but I want you to be loving yourself. Drink your water, do the self-care things that you need to do. Love yourself. And I hope you are reading lots and lots of good books. And I will catch you in my next video. Bye.
How come the trees gets undressed when it's cold? And don't they miss the leaves they left behind? Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes, until winter comes. It really makes me wonder.